my friends. We're here. Las Vegas, Nevada. GTO headquarters. That's right. Joey Grimont, Chicago. Joey, the epic showdown returns. Landon Tice takes on Mr. Bill Perkins. 200, 400 high stakes. Heads up, Nolan Hold'em showdown. There we are in the headquarters of Las Vegas. Right now, waiting for the two titans of poker, debatably, to enter the ring. We got a lot to talk about today. Accusations of possible cheating going down out there. That's right. Landon posting on Twitter. He's looking to take a break from social media until this thing is effectively over, which means he's actually not taking a break because people are giving him shit out there. Berkey talking about accusations potentially of some sort of out-of-line activity with ACR. Oh my God, what the fuck are these people up to now? That's what we're getting today, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll talk more about that and more as we wait for our two competitors to enter the ring. The epic music is fired up. Everyone's in the chat right now. What's going on, guys? Nice to see you. Jack Fleming, Doug Wallace, my man Brandon Sheg Harris, everybody out there. What's going on, guys? Matt L. Craig Anderson. We sit here and we wait for the players. Landon Tice is currently... What is this ad? They throw the ad in there. Ay, 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 puppy. What is going on there, guys? Listen, the match is about to begin. Perkins sits down. Landon's sitting down. Trying to turn my microphone down a little bit here. All right, perfect. All right, guys, Landon Tice right now is currently down about $60,000. I made a bet on Landon Tice, guys. You aren't gonna believe this bet I made. I mean, when I tell you I made this bet, you know, you're not gonna believe I really made it. So coming into the match, let's catch up here, right? Lock the fuck in. We're gonna catch up before they get started here, all right? So before it got started, all right. I'm sorry, or whatever, right? I'm distracted here. So the match, $720,000. A $720,000 advantage was given, right? So Landon Tice, 22 years old, professional poker player, debatably one of the best up-and-coming players. He challenged Bill Perkins, 50-some-year-old businessman, longtime poker player, longtime high-stakes player, hedge fund guy, debatably very, very fun poker player, likes to make crazy bets. He challenged him. Landon gave Bill $720,000 lead and says, hey, I got to beat you by that first. Bill took the bet. There's a lot of action on this, a lot of side action on there. Millions of dollars is on the line. And after 2 sessions, Bill Perkins is up about $60,000. And now people on Twitter are starting to give Landon shit. Even like I said on Twitter, or that's the headquarters, shout out to the headquarters. He said he's taking a break from social media until this thing's over. He said, I'll still post daily results and things along these lines. I just meant from engaging. This isn't a, oh my God, social media is too much for me. Oh man, mean words. I just get easily distracted, overly emotional responses, so I'm abstaining. And listen, people are talking shit. They're hating on the kid right now. But we only got 1,000 hands in so far. And the match is 20,000 hands. So we got a long way to go here. And I made a bet yesterday where I bet on Landon to beat Bill Perkins straight up. So if Landon beats Bill Perkins by more than 1 cent, I win my bet. And it's against ACR Pro John Party. Shout out to John Prody. He said... and we bet a nice chunk of money on that, $3,000. So we're gonna see what happens with that bet. Shout out to my man John Party. So we're waiting for Bill Perkins to get started here. Also, we had Dr. GTO, my man Dylan Weissman. Oh no, they're the same table. Ay, puppy! Don't do it to me like that, kid. Holy moly! Wait, Phil Nagy coming in handy. Sending me some links. Shout out to Phil Nagy. I think this is it. Here we go. Perfect. Here we go. All right, lock in. Let's go. Match begins here. Nope, still same table. Is that true? Oh my God, it is true. Okay, it is same table. Never mind. Don't lock in yet. No price is laid. Straight up, me. All Landon has to do is win by all he's got to do is win by more than a cent. Okay, and that's it. Yeah, I wish we get these tables beforehand, bro. They gave me the same links. Oh my gosh. Ay. They gave me 2 of the same links. Guys, can't we just make this smooth? I just want some fucking links to some games. I want to watch some games. That's it, okay? Oh, here it is. Maybe I did have the links. Maybe it was my fault. Nope. No. It is my fault. You guys are awesome, and I take all that back. I better smack myself in the head for that one. Whoops, my bad. They did send me the links. Here I'm thinking Phil Nagy sent me the links, and he sent me, but none of these tables have buttons. What is going on here? Oh my gosh. So none of these tables have a button. This table does have a button. This table doesn't have a button. Can we refresh and get a new button? What's going on here? Can I get a button, please? What is going on? All right, guys, 200, 400, lock in. Let's get back and let's get started here. It's a Saturday night in the headquarters. Posted on my Instagram story. Going live. Shout out to Landon. Let's go. Lock in. All right, I played about 500 hands of heads up, about 500 hands with the solver the other day, and I'm getting back in my heads up groove. I've been studying a lot of these 3-bet pots, as you see Perkins on the left-hand side. Just to remember that, lock in, that in this heads up, right, very wide ranges are played. You're going to see the button play about, 80-some% of their hands, 84, 82%. You're going to see the out-of-position player 3-betting about 20% of their hands, which is going to be very wide ranges with hands like King 6 offsuit occasionally, 10-8 offsuit occasionally. They're going to throw in all sorts of hands. So it's not like a normal ring. It's not like normal 6-max. It's not like what you see on TV. It's not like what your cousin Jimmy plays in the home game versus your Uncle Brad and your little daughter Ben for 5 cents, 10 cents. It ain't like that, all right? It's a different kind of game here, different kind of world. Strategies are different. And yeah, man, so let's lock in. Let's see what goes down here. We need my man Landon to make a comeback here. Left-hand side, Perkins going to go for an overbet on this turn. So Perkins picking a nice board to overbet. We ain't seen Perkins make a ton of those overbets on the turn on the river quite yet. So who we got in the chat up there? Jennifer, what's happening? Lonnie Stilson, what's going on? Adam Broccolini, what's happening? My man Moonlight Master, Danny Hendon is always out there. Moonlight, shout out to Moonlight. He's putting up highlights on his beautiful YouTube channel. Let's get these animals off the screen for a little bit, okay? Let's get these animals off the screen. Anthony Hayden says, what are you smoking? Because I said the little daughter, Ben. Calm down, buddy. Let's get our music on here. We need something peaceful today. We need something peaceful today, guys. What are we going to go with? That might be too peaceful. All right, we got our music on. We're good. We're setting up. We're getting at peace right now. Right-hand side, 7,000 pop brewing. Little something, something. The ace pairs on the river. Says, can I mute table sounds? They were muted the other day. I don't know how to... Whoa, Jesus Christ. I don't really know how to mute them, though. Whoa. How was that? Yeah, I don't really know how to mute these tables. They don't make it easy here, guys. I just clicked on one and it got real loud. I don't know. They are really loud, aren't they? I don't really know what's happening with these table sounds here, guys. Yeah. One day I'm gonna get something nice here. One day it'll come out here. I can't do 4-color deck, Garrick, as well too. Can't do. I mean, listen, I'm limited with what I got. You know what I'm saying? This is all I got. I can only work with what I have, man. Yeah, it sucks, but you know, it's a lot of people end up doing work out there. Right hand side, Perkins calls him with the king high and the 2-pair board. Yeah, I wish I could turn these sounds off too. I don't know why they're on. Oh, I can mute this. You know, I can mute it. Never mind, I got it. Yeah, I can mute the site. Perfect. All right, the site is muted. Perfect. All right, so yeah, like I've been saying, man, I was studying a lot more heads up, but I'm mainly just studying 3-bet pots right now. Single race pots all still very interesting, but a lot of the a lot of these big pots are going to come into 3-bet pots and the 4-bet pots. So for me, I find those more important or more interesting to study, even though more hands you play are going to be at single race pots. So you should say, well, then maybe you should focus more on single race pots too. So I tend to focus a lot on the a lot on 3-bet spots right now. Left hand side, Landon bets with the full house. Nice hand by Landon. So no one out to a head start today. Match is pretty passive so far. We're gonna talk more about So Berkey, I guess Berkey and Bill Perkins and Landon, there's some sort of thing with ACR. I don't really know what was happening where America's Card, which is a site they're playing on. I think there was some sort of conversation related to how maybe ACR was betting on the match in some capacity or something like that. So I don't know if they're betting on a player or what's really going on. So I guess they're raising concerns that, you know, if the site is, or someone from the site's betting on a player, right? Like, well, they can have some sort of influence on it. Maybe they could rig the match. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, it's if you have control of the software, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. I don't know if anyone tells you that's not true, then, you know, they're full of shit, because if you own the software and you can control the software and you control the people that make the software, you can do whatever you want to do. So yeah, Berkey was raising concerns about that. I think they talked it out. You know, they decided the risk of that was very minimal. You know, is that likely to happen? I don't think so, right? I mean, I would hope not. You know, that sounds real fucking crazy to even imagine that taking place. But, you know, we've seen a lot of crazy things in the poker world that we didn't think necessarily were taking place. So obviously people are on high alert, and you know, Berkey's got a lot of money on this, or not a lot of money, but just Landon's got money on it. Everyone's got money on it. So the stakes are very high on this situation. Millions of dollars at stake on both sides. So, I mean, obviously, you know, I've done some things on ACR in the past with my investigations, and you know, well, I'm not keeping up with too close to what they're doing right now. I play a little bit of PLO on there before, occasionally, to see how the games were still, you know, there were still 3 Eastern Euro counts on each game. You know what I mean? I don't know. A lot of things I saw before still there for PLO cash specifically. That is what it is. But they run a lot of big tournaments, a lot of big tournament series. They allow people to play from all these non-regulated sectors of all over the world. So people, you know, go play there because they have big tournaments, and because people want to play poker. A lot of professionals use ACR to make a living, especially in America and other countries as well too. So they are providing a service to a lot of players all around the world who do want to play poker. So you know, you try to hope that they're running a great operation there and trying to keep things in line, but obviously that's challenging as well too. Dart says ACR was only asking for a website taking action so they could tell people asking them where to bet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm trying to stay out of this fucking drama all these guys trying to get into all the time now. Always something dramatic going on, guys. I just want to watch some poker, see my man Landon take this down. Roof and Slate 1 in the chat. What's going on? Free bet on the left-hand side, so nothing big brewing yet. Perkins and Landon battling back and forth. Fold and a fold, no action there. Nothing to see so far. Sometimes there's big kicks in the action. You know, a lot of actions going on. A lot of big pots are going on. You got other times where you got about 15, 20 minutes where we're just kind of small balling, but we still got a lot of things to learn up there. Still got a lot of things to see. Mr. Scotty Steak, my guy. What's happening, Scotty? What's going on? Andrew Rivers says, Poppy, what do you think about the new Corey Mixell Heads Up PLO book? I just started reading it, and I mean, his books are fucking awesome. You know what I mean? What are you going to say? His last book was amazing, and I'm sure this new book's going to be amazing because the guy put 6 months of work into writing his book plus the previous 10 years. So yeah, I got a lot of, I'm sure that book's going to be an amazing book. Yeah, guys, last Saturday, or yesterday night, went to something called First Friday here in Las Vegas. It's on first Friday of the month in the art districts, and it's awesome. A lot of music, a lot of people having a good time. We ended up at one of the local nightclubs a little bit late, and I was definitely out of line, and I'm happy to be alive here and be here today to be able to comment on this action with you guys. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't that crazy. I'm just exaggerating. I ended up at some Puerto Rican bar, eating some food, listening to some music. It was a lot of fun. Right-hand side, Bill's going to bet that river. 2,200 on the jack. And takes it down. My man Ricky Omang, what's happening, Ricky? What's going on? Pierre Putlin, hello everyone. Joey, good man, good to see you and hear your enthusiastic voice. Love it. What's happening, Pierre? Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate that very much. So we got a bunch of 3-bets going on here, guys. Waiting for something to brew. The energy, I feel the energy kind of coming. King, Jack, 7, 2 diamonds on that left-hand side. 3-bet pot. One of the first ones we've seen go to flop so far. The boys feeling each other out. Landon's going to check it over to Bill. Bill's going to check it back. The pot energy brewing. Little big pot energy maybe brewing here. 4 clubs on the turn. Landon's going to have some strong kings. Bill going to be checking back some of his kings as well on the flop. So both players Want to stay protected on these turns and on these rivers. I'm facing a lot of aggression. Check on the turn. River is the 5 of diamonds. So 6-8 gets there. 6-8, certainly a hand both players could possibly have. It's a big pot of energy. Not feeling this one. Let's see what Landon decides to do. 3-bet pre-flop. He's going to go small, blocking bet on the river. What could he do that with? Maybe a jack, maybe a king. Obviously, he's going to be bluffing here as well. Maybe a hand like ace-8. Maybe a hand with a 6 in it, like a queen-6. See what Perkins decided to do. Perkins probably going to have more 6-8s, 3-6 here. More straight combinations if he does want to. He does call. And Landon shows down ace-jack indeed. Makes a lot of sense. Small bets the river with that second pair top kicker. Very well played there by Landon. Landon takes down a little pot there, about $14,000 pot. John D says, glad you were doing the show. If you had to bet on this, which side would you take now that they have played a few sessions? Well, I did bet on this. I bet straight up that Landon will beat Bill by more than a cent. So I feel great about that bet, even though Bill's up 60,000 right now, you know. Easy to feel uncertain about it, but yeah, man, I got faith in my guy Landon, and but the 720, I mean, I don't know, like this guy Bill, I mean, he's just a sharp guy, you know, he's a smart guy. He's been playing poker a long time, and obviously, like, he's never really studied, you know, he's never really trained. He hasn't trained with programs, like, he hasn't really learned how to play poker. He just never cared, right? It's like you guys, you know, like it's like when fucking we go to buy a drink at the local beer bar, like that's what it is to Bill, right? Like he doesn't care, you know, he's on a different level of resources, right? Like, you know, a couple $1 million, whatever this guy's playing with, you know, I just think it don't work the same way it works for maybe most of us out there. So he just never cared to get better, right? Like when you go do something for fun, you just fuck around and do it. You know what I mean? So now he's got some motivation to get better because he's got this great challenge with Landon. He also has the ability to win millions of dollars. He also has the ability to fuck with people, which, you know, this guy's a massive troll and he likes to do that. So, you know, I think now we're seeing this guy, he's going to be able to take it serious. So therefore, could he win by more than 720,000 or could he lose by less than 720,000? I think it's very, very likely. And I'm just not as confident initially as I might have been. And initially I wasn't that confident because that's a lot to give up. So, left-hand side Perkins, rivers 2 pairs, take down a little pot. What's up, Steve? What's going on? How's it going out there? Anderson Lawrence, I can't believe anyone bet on Landon. Even if he has a big edge, he's 20 years old and 9 BB per 100 is careless. Well, Landon is 22 years old. So how do you feel about that now? Smokes in the headquarters right now. Big shout out to friend of the podcast, one of our good friends, Dr. GTO, Mr. Dylan Weissman. Andrew Nemi's personal pot limit Omaha coach as of late. He final tabled one of these US Poker Opens at the Poker Go studio. Shout out to Dylan. Not sure what you guys feel about those events or what Poker Go does, but you know, I've been watching a ton of their content lately. But it's always cool to see a good friend of yours compete in a tournament like that. You know, there's that you know, there's the perceived prestige involved because they put it in a little nicer decorated building with some nicer cameras and nicer lighting, right? So there's some sort of prestige, like, oh, they live streamed it, it matters more if I win, you know what I mean? So it's how a lot of these it's how marketing works basically. So the fans out there, they perceive these moments to matter more than another moment might matter. So when you're marketing yourself as a content creator, all those moments like that are good. So for Dylan, that's good because it helps him kind of grow, help him get himself out there, helps let people know he's not completely full of shit. And I think a lot of people know he's not full of shit, but so I still see some people hating on the guy. I think the guy's one of the best poker players that I've really, one of the sharpest guys I've encountered in a long time. So if that guy's bad at poker, then I don't know who's good at poker. You know what I'm saying? Right hand side check raise, lock in. 35.80 from the gas trader, Bill Perkins. Trading that gas on his spare time. Landon, gonna lay it down, give it over to Bill. So Bill's up to 50,000 on the right. My man, the Minister of Hype in the chat. What's up, Poppy? We got our Minister of Hype in the chat, Mr. Kevin. Shout out to Kevin. Kevin spends at least 10 hours a day on Twitter trying to get a job from any company in poker that'll hire him. I told him you could be the Minister of Hype on the channel, and we'll see what you can do. Left-hand side, straight for Landon on the river. Nice value bet there. He bets that 7-4 on the 8-8-5. 5-6 board. Paired board. Some people might be scared of that. Landon, not scared with the straight. Gets called by maybe a queen high, king high. As you can see, the boys are 3-betting a lot here. My man Jose Martinez says, hello, Joey. Being so handsome, have you ever been interested in being a Hollywood star or a supermodel? Why taking such a hard life playing poker? Thanks. I ask myself that every day, Poppy. I used to think poker was easy. And, you know, it's always so easy. Left-hand side, lock in, Poppy. 3-bet pot, queen 5, deuce, rainbow. Landon bets small. Bill calls quickly. Turn, deuce of clubs. Both players might have a little bit of deuce in them. Maybe an ace deuce. Maybe a king deuce. Here we go. 7 of clubs on the river. Backdoor flush gets there. Landon. Might have a hand like a queen 10. He checks over to Bill. Bill checks it back. Ace high for Bill, maybe? Yeah, probably ace high. So Landon has 8-5 of diamonds. Flop middle pair. And checked it down to the river. Pierce says, anyone can be good at chatting about poker, Joey. Different when the light's on and the stakes are high. I disagree, actually, in some ways. Because, I mean, the lights are on, right? I think the stakes being high. You know, if somebody plays high stakes online, like, what? And then all of a sudden, like, they play with the lights on and then they can't replicate. It doesn't mean they're not still a really good player and a good teacher when it comes to playing online poker. So, you know, yeah, can they handle the, like, who knows, right? What do you mean the stakes? Like, he might just ran bad. They might have lost the flip. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of stupid, I think, to think about it like that. Maybe in other arenas where the only way to compete is on the real life lights are on. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing a Twitch stream to your 200 fans or 300 fans or 400 fans, the lights are still on. So it still does matter when you're playing higher stakes. So I don't know about that, man. Like, yeah, somebody might like, oh yeah, they might freak out because there's a light on them. 4-bet alert, lock in. That just means they need more live poker experience to me. Perkins calls, here we go. 8-6 deuce board, big pot brewing here, big pot energy. 8-6 deuce, 2 clubs. Bill certainly could have a set here, maybe at 8s or 6s. And we know Landon capable of anything. Gonna tank down the bets. That small goes that down bet, that $4,000 bet in a $21,000 pot. Let's see what Gas Trader decides to do here. Gonna have some ace highs. He might not want to lay down. He does call. Turns a 4. 4 diamonds, 28,000 in the pot. Pot size bet left. If Bill has a hand like an ace jack with 1 club, doesn't like that turn. We've seen him show down that hand in 4-bet pots. Landon could go with a shove, could go with a smaller bet. He does check back. River, ace of clubs, nice card there. For Landon's 4-bet range, going to favor him. Flush does get there as well, too, so I'm pretty sure that still favors Landon. Here we go, guys. Landon checks back to turn. If he's got bottom of his range, he's going to have to bluff here sometimes. And Bill's going to be in a tough spot. Bill better hope he's got an ace or a slow-played flush. What else could he have? Maybe a hand like 9's all in. No snap call yet. What could Bill have here, guys? And he does lay it down. So Bill maybe has a hand like a king, queen, something like that. With a backdoor, maybe called with. Deep breaths for our guy, Landon. Takes a little pop back, trying to make up that $60,000 deficit. Looks to be up right now, about 35,000, 30K. Intensity builds, 18,000 on the right-hand side. Another 3-bet pot on the left-hand side. The boys are swinging today. Here we go. Let's see what Landon's going to do. 18.5K in the middle. And he bets big, 12,000, and Bill lays it down quickly. But yeah, guys, thanks everybody out there for tuning in on a, listen, man, we're on a Saturday night here. You could be anywhere in the world, you could be doing anything, and you're here at GTO headquarters watching some poker being played and hanging out with me. We're all hanging out together. And appreciate you guys a lot for tuning in, man. Big pot alert. Feels it brewing. Left-hand side and right-hand side. These guys are 3-betting a lot today. So Landon's going to bet small. Gets called instantly. Turn is a 4. Brings the 4 card straight on the board. Right-hand side. Landon checks over to Bill. Bill checks back. Turn. Goes check, check. River brings the hole straight out there. The flush does get there as well. It is a backdoor flush, though. Interesting spot. Landon's going to go with the small bet. It's insta-called. And Landon shows down the straight. So Landon, tricky with that 5-6. So Landon with a very small bet there. Got instantly called. And, you know, maybe lost a little bit of value there. Not betting the turn with his 5-6. Probably hoping the gas trader would take a stab at it. Maybe the gas trader has an ace himself and he's just going to bet it off. Does that make sense? Right-hand side, check down to the river in a 3-bet pot. Gas trader is going to bet this river and takes it down. Chris Fergie says, who is who? Can you put a label on these guys? So Absolute Go is Landon Tice and Gas Trader is Bill Perkins. I would just think people might be able to figure that out like intuitively, right? Like Gas Trader, Landon Tice, 22, you know what I mean? I can understand not though. Make sure you guys drinking your water out there. Stay hydrated. Check that posture. GTO habits each day compound over time and leave you healthy, leave you feeling good, leave you ready to perform at your best. Right-hand side, 3-bet pot, King, Queen, 8. Nice board there for the 3-better. Landon, Absolute Go. Going to check it over to Bill. Bill's going to check back pretty quickly. Perkins playing fast today. Turn is an 8 of hearts. Left-hand side, Landon. Value bets the river with the 9. Takes down another pot, goes his way. Right-hand side. Check down to the river. Landon's going to check again. Check, nothing brewing there. So the boys playing nicely in these 3-bet pots. Landon just shows down that Peasley, Weasley, ace high. And Bill apparently had worse, but did not decide to bluff at any point in time there. We got edible time, 500 likes edible time, guys. Right now we at 121. Once we get to that 500 mark, you guys know I'm happy to get fired up here a little bit. Jack deuce 6 on the left-hand side. Well, maybe this stream we're gonna get less people, so maybe we gotta go less likes. I don't know. We're never gonna be taking edibles. This ain't like, you know, with Daniel and Doug, those guys were promoting the thing every day. They were fired up every single day. It was coronavirus. There was lockdown. So, you know, these two guys, lesser known players. Different people are back out there in the world. They're enjoying themselves. Left-hand side, check call. In a 3-bet pot by Landon. River is a 5. If Perkins has a jack, he's loving life right now. Landon could have some. What could Landon have? Could have some jacks as well. 2 Perkins bets, 15,000. Landon does not instantly call. What could Landon have to think about calling here with? Would he ever call with an ace high? Would that be his weakest hand he might call with? He all in! Call! Fuck it! Landon Tice, Rivers, the full house, gets a full check raising on Bill Perkins, and Bill Perkins with the Queen Jack doesn't believe him and lays down the hellfire as the young kid pulls out the machine gun. Let's go, Landon. And just like that, they got to leave that table because they have to break stacks and kill all the emotion at that $120,000 stack mark, because Bill, I guess, doesn't want to play that deep. I don't really know what's going on. And now I got to get the new link from my man Phil Nagy. Shout out to Phil Nagy. This fucking crazy guy. Phil Nagy, one of the craziest guys in the world. Ay. Let's go. Landon Tice up now. I'd say Landon's up about $90,000. Man, my bet's looking good right now. Guys, listen, I got a bet for multiple thousands of dollars on Landon Tice beating Bill Perkins by more than one set. So I'm feeling pretty happy right now. And let's go, Landon. I'd say Landon's got to be up right now about $90,000. I'm getting a new link right now from my man Train. Okay, Train. Oh, Phil sent me. Shout out to Phil Nagy hooking me up. Phil, can we get a little 4-color deck action on these tables? What do you think about that, Big Poppy? Uh-oh, lock in. Here we go. Left-hand side. Perkins is now on the bottom. Pay attention. Landon 3 bets. We do not see the flop action. We see a $13,000 pot, and Landon Tice has all the momentum. Landon's mom's in the chat. She's getting fired up right now. Let's go. Perkins checks back. Nice card on the river there for Kid Landon. Landon the Kid, what's he going to do? Spade gets there on the river, but that queen, king, queen, ace, queen, queen 10, make a good hand. And Perkins checks back. Perkins going to shut down eights. Okay, so Perkins looks like he probably called the flop bet. Check, check, turn, check, check, river. Cone Von Keen, what's happening, Poppy? What's going on, Poppy GTO, the boss? Yes, sir. Thank you, Cone. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Cone. He said he missed the content. Listen, if you like hype, if you like action, if you like smoke, if you like fire, if you like trucks backing up, if you like energy on the screen, you know, but if you like simple things too, there's always a place for you out there, Poppies. Right-hand side, check raise in the ace-high board from Kid Landon. Perkins calls. Turn is at 8. Clubs do get there as the truck driver, Doug Polk, makes an appearance here. Doug Polk going to be on guest commentary over this challenge. We got some great guests coming up, guys. We got a lot of great guests in the tank here. My man Doug Polk will be on the mix as well. We got to have MJ, Bill Perkins, and Dan Negrano. I think we're going to have MJ on here. Shout out to MJ. Maybe we get Phil Nagy on for a commentary session. Like, hear what that fucking guy's got to say about some heads-up poker. Right-hand side, check raise on the flop, check, check, turn. Check, check, river. Landon, what's he have? No, Perkins says ace-jack. That makes sense. That makes sense. Adrian says, how come we're not rolling out the cat jam? Oh, maybe it's not Phil Nagy I'm talking to. Phil's got his ghost talking to me. Ay, what are you guys doing tonight? Is this what you guys are up to? What is everybody up to right now? Should we get like some alcohol flowing here or what? I don't know, man. We need our edibles flowing here very soon. All right, we'll do a lesser edible, like, all right, since we don't have many. We got 1,000 people watching, but it's a little different than when you got like 3,000 people watching. Bring Doug Polk versus Dan Negrano. So 500 seemed reasonable. We got there pretty quickly. We get here 500, but let's do it. Let's do it 300. All right, I'm willing to concede. Okay. 300 sounds like a good call to me. All right, I got a different table now. Nope. It's weird. So I'm just trying to get some different tables where both players on the same hand side. Right-hand side, 3-bet pot by Bill Perkins, 4 deuce. So Perkins 3-bets pre-flop, going to have all those big pairs in his range. Landon doesn't look like he wants to go anywhere right now, but he does lay it down left-hand side, another 3-bet. So we're seeing a lot of 3-bets today, guys. A lot of big pots potentially brewing here. A lot of things brewing here. We got a $5 donation from my man Darren White. Okay, Darren, thank you, Poppy. Appreciate you very much, man. Fire you a little rocket over there, right left-hand side. Landon raising him in the 3-bet pot on the ace-high board. Ace 4-6. Smells kind of. Well, I mean, look at what most players aren't raising the ace-high board in the 3-bet pots. Usually they're full of it. Now, how does Perkins react? Perkins just calls, turns it ace, trip aces, gets there. If Landon does have a hand like pocket 4s, pocket 6s, ace 4, or ace 6, he's feeling pretty good about his hand right now because Bill bet calls the flop. He's going to have some aces. He's going to have some kings, maybe some queens if you decide to 3-bet and c-bet those hands on the flop. But it goes check, check. David Mendez says 80 milligrams deep in grinding poker stars. Amen to you, Poppy. So Bill does bet the river. Bill 3-bet pre-flop. Bet the flop. The kid raised him. So what could Bill have? Yeah, Bill's most likely has got an ace there, right? Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. So Perkins gets a little back. We got to make sure these guys sit on the same seat, at the same table on the same side in the future. So that way we can get them, because when the players sit, it's nothing ACR can do, so. Yeah, Thomas, my man, serious seating arrangement. Yeah, I know, Poppy. I know. Ideally, we have it in a different situation, but I guess on this, it just depends on where these guys sit. So I'm going to ask these, can we ask these fucking guys to change seats or something here? Like, come on, guys. Please make this easy for us, right? Come on. The Dab and Salmon Poker says, do you think Landon will try as many bluffs, Joe? I do, in fact, think Landon... Maybe, I don't know. That's a good question, right? I mean, I understand the question. The question you're asking is, do you think that due to the fact that we saw Landon get called with a few bluffs last session, do you think that he's going to be gun shy to make similar bluffs in similar spots, maybe thinking that Bill Perkins might be overcalling, therefore he adjusts by maybe bluffing less than what might be the optimal strategy for himself? So I think that's actually a really great question. Most players, don't immediately, right? I mean, we only saw a few hands, right? A few hands, maybe, he made the optimal bluffs with those hands and he doesn't feel like they're bad bluffs, or he doesn't feel like he should bluff less quite yet. So, but I think that's a good question, and we will certainly see. You don't end up in a lot of those really big river all-in bluff spots to begin with over the course of a session. So if you only have 3 or 4, it's really hard to know if you adjusted or you didn't adjust. So you want to be careful about making strong assumptions from a very small sample size, right? So due to things that happen with things like my past relationship, I shouldn't make any brash decisions about future decisions based off that. Is that true? Am I talking? Man, that's an interesting point I just made to myself, huh? Ay, puppy. Ay. My man Johnny Vibes, what's happening, Johnny? What's going on, Big Poppy? Chris Morales says, Ayo, Poppy, heard you on the Embrace the Grind podcast today. Great to hear your wisdom. Wish you the best. Thank you very much, my friend. Yes, that's right. I was on my man Johnny Vibes, his new great podcast, Embrace the Grind. Went over to his house and filmed it over there. Shout out to Johnny. I was real fired up. I was very emotional. And I was fire. I had a lot of passion. I talked a lot of strat. I gave away way too much strat. I told Johnny he had to edit some of those out. Shout out to Johnny Vibes. And I'm just on one, man. Listen, man, I don't know. I've been real. I don't know, man. I'm just a little fired up, a little angry right now, a little bit about things. And how does that anger manifest itself in you? Sometimes it does it in different ways. Things that you didn't act before, and you learn new things, you study new things, you have different outlooks on the world and different outlooks on people, and you start to see things a little different than you maybe saw them before. And sometimes you just, you get a little angry about what you're seeing, and you start to get a little fucking fired up, and you stop worrying as much about what other people are thinking about you in terms of what you're saying and how you're coming across. And I don't think anything's too crazy, but obviously I'm a crazy guy. Do you guys watch those live streams with me? I'm yelling on here, there's a cat in the corner, right? Like, I'm talking about crotch area optimal and mimicking a guy looking down in his crotch area. Like, do normal people do things like that? I don't think so. I don't know, man. I don't know. So nothing brewing here right now. We got Landon Tice, Kid Landon, up about $80,000. Let's see if we can get a nice image up there with that. This song's kind of a banger, bro. What is this? Oh, that's the room. You don't want that one. Plus. Damn, this isn't gonna work, is it? Fuck. Fail. Why is it on the screen? Let's keep it that big. Plus 80,000 big on the screen the entire time. I mean, it's just so tiny now you can barely see it. Fail. What a joke. Oh boy. Oh, I can do that. I forgot. Sorry, let me get this set up here, guys. My bad. I can do this differently. I did take a warm-up edible, and it feels like it's kicking in right about now. Right-hand side, nice overbet there from Landon. He gets called. River goes check, check. Landon shows down the queen for the 2 pair. This music is so epic, bro. Oh my god. Is this gonna work? Please tell me this works. This is like graphic design. Whenever I work in Photoshop, it's just me like tilting. Just me being, it didn't work. I just try different things and stuff like that. Experimenting around just like you with your poker strategy. We did it. Left-hand side, Perkins C-bets, takes it down. Right-hand side, no button table. Does get called. I'm gonna get this production set up for in the future here, guys. So Singer Race Pot's brewing right now. Landon Tice, Kid Landon, currently up about $80,000 over the businessman, Bill Perkins. Trevor Strutt says, Landon going to figure out hard way. Good is great when in high rollers with pros, but no good against amateurs. Need to play exploit. He is also going to learn not to try and call pro who he assumes. Buddy, what the fuck are you talking about? All right. Trevor, can we walk that back, my dog? All right. One time, brother. For me, try it again. Explain it to me a different way, okay? I want to know what you're talking about because I like you. But I just don't know if we're on the same page with what we're speaking here. Left-hand side, $10,000 pot brewing. Landon looking to extend the lead for today. But Perkins shows down trip sevens, takes down a nice pot himself. Johnny Vibe says, I can barely talk, let alone think when I take an edible. Poppy's a god. Oh, that 24 table and paid off here. Now I can talk and also take an edible. So Landon Tice looking to extend the lead today. We're about 45 minutes into the session. Yeah, I know Trevor did. I really love Trevor, man. I really do. So we got a lot of love. We got a lot of respect for my man Trevor. And that's why we gave him a shot, right? We could just ignored it, but I wanted to hear what he got to say. So here we go, Landon, left-hand table. Trying to get a little bit of something to Bill Perkins. But what is this? What's going on? Who's coming? No, it's Phil Hellmuth with a hammer. No! Get out of here, Phil. What is this guy doing here? Ay, puppy. What was that? Phil Hellmuth making an appearance today on the Landon Tice versus Bill Perkins showdown. Shout out to Phil Hellmuth making his first appearance on the stream. Kind of weird. Mark L says, how come the ACR channel has buttons on both tables, but you don't, Poppy? Do you think Phil is trolling you? No, I don't. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I don't know. My man Eden Rock, shout out to Eden. Right-hand side, 3-bet pot is brewing. We need to build big pot energy in the headquarters right now. Landon's going to bet small. Bill does call. Oh, no. Here we go. Jack on the turn. Good card for Landon if he's got a hand like a King Jack. Could be King Jack of diamonds. What's he going to do here, guys? He does check it over to the gas trader. Bill might decide to check bet some of his pairs. He's going to be checking those back at a nice frequency as well, too. Both players potentially could have some ace highs here. Perkins maybe has a hand like a 4-6 of clubs. Or hearts, rather, because there is a 4-6 or 4 out there of clubs. Hope to get the showdown with that 4 if he has one, I bet. Oh, so close. Threes. Okay. All right. 13,000 going his way. Nice hand by Bill. Bill making a little comeback for today's session. Only down now about 60,000. Shout out to my man Moonlight Master. Shout out to my man Quentin. Mr. Doc Q. Shout out to my guy Danny Hendon. My girl Marnie Tice, Miss Landon's mom. Landon's mom's trying to make me her husband. Calm down, Landon's mom. I don't know if Landon wants me as a stepfather. I'm telling facts. I'm really only speaking facts here. Pierce says, Joey, I can tell you have a lot of crypto tilt since I seen you 2 months ago. Yeah. Yes, I am tilted. You want to know why? It's because I didn't understand how to take profit, and I was up so much money, and then I got mounted back to even. I mean, listen, it is what it is. You know, I'm still up a little bit overall, but I'll talk more about it another time. I mean, go look at the OMI graph, right? Put in money sign OMI. Look at the graph. You know, we ate extra money, and we got struck down. LUL. Edward Johnson, what's happening, Edward? What's going on, brother? Do we get to our 250? All right, 270 likes, guys. Listen, we're going to take our honorary 250. No, 300. Never mind. No, 300. Sorry, I forgot I changed number 300. A special 300 like edible for the Landon Tice versus Bill Perkins sessions until we get rolling a little bit. Alexander Hitch, Crypto Poppy will get the last laugh. Listen, man, I'm beating this crypto game, okay? I see too many massive donks on Twitter running their fucking mouths about how smart they are because they won at cryptocurrency because they held on to Bitcoin and Ethereum a year ago or 2 years ago, right? Or even just posing. They don't even have any Bitcoin. Just posing, talking shit. To not get in there into the crypto game and find a little win for ourselves would be criminal for some of us, right? So let's get in there and let's play that game a little bit and see what's happening in the crypto world. Left-hand side, Landon bets the turn. River is the king of hearts. Landon, don't know what value hands you would have here. All in! He says he's got a value hand. And Bill takes it down. Landon, I don't know what the hell's going on that hand. Landon made a massive overbet there out of position. Frank Logan says, everyone liked the video. Calm down, Frank. All right, 300 likes. All right, guys, here we go. In honor of the 300 like edible for today, I'm going to play Jam Nagano shooting a machine gun. Dan Negrano, thanks for coming on the stream today. Nice to have you here, buddy. I wonder what that guy's been up to. Yeah, Nasty Nate says Joey's doing commentary for the 25K heads up. Yes, that's right. World Poker Tour and Poker King are having a $25,000 heads up event June 18th to June 22nd. And it's down in Cabo. Durr's in it. Phil Ivy's in it. The Botez, Alexandra Botez is in it. Her and her sister are going to be down there as well, I'm hearing. A bunch of players. Landon's in there. Shulman's in there. There's a lot of players. Doug's in there. I mean, listen, this is going to be a crazy time. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be live streamed on Twitch and on YouTube. There'll be webcams for the players. And it'll be a good time. It seems like a really good experience. They made me, they were able to help me get Phil Ivey and Tom Dwan on my podcast, right? Shout out to my guy Thomas. So, I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys are up to because I feel like these guys got some nice ambition for content. And, this year I've been working with all the companies, or at least talking with all the companies in the industry to figure out who I want to collaborate with. Did some commentary with Poker Stars, did some commentary with GG Poker for one of their things. And Party Poker, talked to them a bunch about doing some stuff. And yeah, so I'm just looking for people to work with. I've been doing the same thing by myself for a while, and I got ideas and upgrades, and I can make some crazy content, but I'd rather just work with some other people, try to make improve my business, and not be a lone wolf, I guess, necessarily. I've been kind of like in my room doing things for a long time by myself with occasional help along the way, but really like doing everything. So that'd be nice to see what someone else can bring to the table. Right hand side, 3-bet pot. Bet flop, check turn, Perkins, bets river. Gonna have some kings and some jacks there for his value hands. But yeah, guys, Phil Ivey and Tom Dwan podcast. I'm gonna post those on my YouTube channel next week. Definitely excited about that. Yeah, Zionist says work smarter, not harder. Exactly. I've been working real hard my entire life. I'm like, I'll figure this out myself. Darr, you know what I mean? Like, right-hand side is lagging. I don't know how this is possible. Table, can we stop lagging? What's going on here? Why is an observed table lagging? All right, we're back. Ricardo Fuentella, Poppy's the best hype man. Thank you. I really am the best hype man, man. I don't know. If you need a hype man and you want to hire me to be the minister of your hype, no shot to my man Kevin, but I guess I'm like the GTO master of hype. So if you want the GTO master of hype to hype some up for you, let me know. Maybe like a wedding. I'll go to your wedding and I'll hype it up. That'd be fun. Maybe I should do charity poker tournaments. Right hand side, Perkins leads with that Doug Polk small turn bet, that $400 bet. Now he's going to bet small again on the river. And Landon lays it down. Landon probably calling there with some gutters, straight draws. Yeah. Fold those on the river. Probably call with most of his pairs to that action, but he's not always going to have pairs. What did you say? You said UFC needs me, Andrew. I actually got an offer to be on the UFC. They do this gambling show on their YouTube channel. It's called... I'm not sure what it's called, but Phil Hellmuth was on there a couple times. And I got an offer to be on the show and go to the Apex Arena in Vegas. They're like, you'd come to Vegas Arena. They got a nice production for it. You know, it's like a Poker Go sort of thing like that, right? Where it's nice, high quality production. They spend a lot of money on cameras, on lighting. People wear nice outfits to make them seem like they know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go on that, but I wasn't sure what I was gonna be doing this June, so I didn't make any necessarily arrangement. That's sick, isn't it? I was like, why'd you guys message me? Like, I mean, I'm not like a gambler, you know, but you know, they probably knew from poker, saw I got an audience, saw I got a big YouTube, and maybe I'd done those UFC videos in the past. I got those millions of views, so yeah, it makes sense. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's always cool. You get a lot of offers and opportunity, you know, outside of poker, and yeah, I've been getting a lot of those. So it's just a matter of like deciphering through what do you want to do, because you don't want to spread yourself too thin. You want to be focused in on, you know, on one or two things, right? So if you start doing this, you start doing that, you're doing crypto, you're playing poker, you're making content, you're doing this business, you know, it's going to make you weaker at most of those things. Theoretically, maybe not. What is this song? It's a beautiful piano. Seriously Serious said, Apex Arena is really nice, man. Well deserved, Joey. Thank you, my friend. Seriously Serious is doing some creative over here with Poker King. Master of creative, left-hand side. Landon shows down the flush. Nice hand by Landon. They're going back and forth. But yeah, Thomas been working with Doug Polk for a long time, and now he's doing some more stuff with Poker King, trying to make their content pop off. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do. Imagine that, right? Imagine if Doug decided to ever leave his room, right? You know, he kind of stayed in his room the entire time for his content. Maybe he like made a joke in Pittsburgh before, and maybe walked up a few World Series of Poker Player of the Year things that we recorded on, like, you know, very regular cameras, right? So, you know, when you compare that to having the ability to make content with nice cameras and nice lighting, you know, that's what people don't really realize about, you know, about people that do YouTube is like, when you make YouTube content, you learn a lot about making content. And you just don't have the budget for it. But when you get a budget and you get people that know what they're doing around you, you're going to make some fire. So, you know, some people do that out of poker, but not as much in poker. Left-hand side, we do see a 3-bet pot. Can we get done on the same side? David asks, I wish we could, Poppy. We can't right now. I'm sorry. Left-hand side. All in! What? Landon! This kid loves going all in. That Doug Polk all in shove. What the hell? He says he's got ace king. And Bill lays it down. So Landon, you're going to have more ace kings there. Maybe some more king nines. And he goes for it. And Doug getting warmed up over there. Shout out to Doug making his first appearance today on the stream. There's Doug spotted at a pool party in Vegas. Looks to be about 110 outside. You can tell the guy's been working out. Got his customary white glasses there. Damn, look at Doug. Who's he with? Looks like Sean Winter there with him as well, too. Yeah, nice to see Doug making his first appearance on the stream. Rob Young, what's up, Rob? What's happening? My guy Rob, shout out to Rob. Rob's got a new crypto project he's building up here, and even trying to get me a part of it. Shout out to Rob. Rob is a true legend of the world. I appreciate that guy very much, man. So yeah, boys are battling back and forth here. Landon Tice up about 60,000. Came into this match down about 60,000. Doug Polk, I'm sorry, Landon Tice, absolute go. Someone said, do you have knee pads for Landon? Yeah, I guess you're right. I am probably rooting for him a little too hard. I love Bill. It's my guy too, so. But I bet on Landon, so now I'm extra fired up. You know, I'm just like, no, I want him to win. But I do love Bill Perkins too, so you're right. Let me shake the bias back a little bit. Left-hand side, check raised by the kid. Gas Trader lays it down, so Landon attacks another ace-high board in a single race pot. It's just usually unusual for your opponent to check raise you on an ace-high board in a single race pot, because theoretically you're going to be 3-betting a lot of those strong aces that you have pre-flop. Like an ace-jack, ace-king, ace-queen, almost always going to be 3-betting hands like that. Some of the ace-6 suited, ace-5, ace-4 suited, ace-3 suited. So when you check raise there, what does that mean? Well, you're saying you have a strong hand. So if your opponent can have more aces, more ace-king, or more ace-queen, which if you're not 3-betting those hands, right, then your opponent's going to have more of those because they're raising pre-flop. So it's just not a usual spot you're going to see to be people check raise there, and it can put you in a tough spot if you get re-raised. So Gas Trader on the right-hand side, little 2/3 pot, old school 2/3. And Landon calls him with the 3. Landon, nice call by Landon there with the 2 pair. Board was 9-6, 3 deuce deuce. Left-hand side, Landon betting the river, smells like a bunch of dog. So Perkins lays it down. Jonathan Magle says, really enjoyed your chat on Embrace the Grind. It was great seeing a different side of you as a person. Thank you for all you do for the community. You are an amazing person. Well, it's nice of you. Thank you. And yeah, it was fun to talk about things I don't normally talk about on my YouTube channel. So that was great, man. I had a great time in there. Shout out to Johnny for having me on. And I really like the show. And yeah, I want to support Johnny. So, you know, I don't do too many interviews really ever, you know what I mean? So yeah, I went on. I think I've done like 2 this year. But you get asked a lot, but it's just like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't even know what it is. I just, yeah. Right-hand side, Landon. Made a little small bet on the river, that min lead that they do. And Gas Trader's going to bet the river. Could have a queen, have a 10. Bunch of misdraws as well, too. Wide ranges there for both players. Maybe wider for Bill. And Landon calls. Landon's going to show down the 10. Makes sense. Bill getting out of line with his bluff. Don't think he'd be betting a 7 there. Just think he's going to have a lot of air. And Landon's going to have a little bit stronger of a range as played. Just not surprised to see Landon show up with a hand to call there with. Perkins might be over bluffing a spot like that, because he might not mind him fold the turn with a bunch of hands, and then he might bluff a lot of those hands on the river because he feels like he has no choice, and he feels like Landon's range is going to be weaker. Ricardo Fuentabala says, holy shit, Poppy got 24 million views on the one UFC video. Yeah, dude. The first non-poker video I ever did. I've been making poker vids for about 7 or 8 years, okay? So I can make poker vids. In the past, when no one was watching poker vids, I got poker vids that people seem to tune into, right? And basically what I'm saying is that there's like a formula that you can do for YouTube that I don't really follow it super closely, but there's an optimization formula that you can follow for YouTube where you will absolutely dominate. So, and that's exactly what I did for that one. I was kind of left-hand side. Landon with the full house. Let's go. Oh wait, that's too biased. Landon gets him with a nice hand. If Perkins wins a pot, I'll cheer for Perkins too. I want both of these guys to win. But yeah, basically what I'm saying with YouTube is there's a certain process you can take for optimizing your content where you can basically pop off in any niche or industry, no matter. So with that situation, right, it has all the perfect storms for a successful video. So a number of different reasons why. And yeah, I mean, then I sort of ran with it. I made a few more UFC videos that got 1 million views, and then they took down that initial video twice for copyright. And I got it put up twice. So praise the Lord I did that, because that was a pretty epic video, you know. Always great to have on the resume. Gives you some confidence as well too, you know. Sometimes you play the the engagement game on YouTube where you're thinking about how many people watch your video and how many people comment. And, you know, when you do 3-hour podcasts, those aren't the most popular videos on YouTube, or poker in general, like 3-hour podcasts, you know, who's got 3 hours to sit down sometimes. So, you know, sometimes you'd see other things and other people are watching, you know, fun hands, and you say, oh, well, like I watched that many people would watch my content, or you think you could, or whatever. You think you could make content that people would watch. And, you know, everyone's sort of blinded by that allure of those numbers and whatnot. So that was the first time I ever tried outside of poker, and sort of went how I thought. I didn't know it would go that crazy, but, you know, I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure this would work. So left-hand side, Bill. 3-bet pre-flop. Gets called, turns 7 of clubs. Could be a little action here. Both players certainly going to have some 2 pairs with that ace in their range. Perkins checks it over to the kid, Landon. Going to have some gutters here. He's going to feel like you might want to bluff on the turn with. Maybe a hand like 5-8, 5-3. 6 on the turn. Both of them make the straight with that 6, but that 4 club and paired board are out there. Watch out. Perkins bets the river, 9,000. Says he's got a flush. Maybe he has a hand like King Queen with 1 club. King Queen with 1 club. Is he a god or what? I don't know. Listen, man, this study, I'm telling you guys, I'm locked in. When I was studying Heads Up Nolan Hold'em, man, I'm saying, listen, I don't know, man. This game, I mean, you know, they say it's a real hard game, but I don't know the programs these days. You just sit down and study for 8 hours a day, like, you're going to get a lot better, so. And for crazy people out here that's like to study 8 hours a day, like me, because you're not really studying, you're playing poker. Like, I don't know, people are, I mean, I don't even want to give away that much strat right now. The game's already going to get crazier anyway, but, you know, fuck it, I will. Basically, right, so for studying poker these days, you get these programs where you just run through hand after hand after hand, and you sit there, you critically think about it, and you say, okay, well, why are they doing this? Why do they suggest this? Why is this optimal? What are the possible deviations on my end? And then you talk to your friends, you work with your coaches, you work with those people like that, and, you know, you just instantly learn. It's not that hard. I don't know, man. It's not hard to get pretty good, I think, against most players. But then you got to find someone weaker than you to play, and that's the challenge for most people. Big check raise on the left-hand side by Gas Trader. Bill Perkins. Get him, Bill. Bill smells blood. The Dyewood's aeroplane flying on by for the first time, looking to get a little gas refill money from Landon. What is Bill saying he's got? He says he's got a full house. Maybe a hand like pocket 4s, maybe a hand like 10-8. But he lays it down. Right-hand side, another 3-bet by Landon. Absolute go as the Dyewood Zero Jet riding on by. Probably with Laura in there. Maybe Jeff Gross somewhere in there. Shout out to Jeff Gross. Right-hand side, 3-bet pre-flop. Landon is going to bet the flop. Attempting to back up that Brinks truck on Mr. Bill Perkins. Scary turn. 3 of clubs. Let's see what Landon's going to do. Attempting to back that truck up on the Gas Trader. Bill Perkins. Connor Bradley, Joey, stop. Too much strategy. I mean, basically, like, yeah, there's like a whole entire strategy to studying poker these days that I don't know if people are I don't see it discussed on the places I hang out at, but I'm sure people are talking about it. Because now what's going to happen is that there's so much content and information out there for whatever it is that you do. So if your goal is to become one of the professional at anything you do, you want to find the best content out there because there's so many people making content. So now the ability to locate, aggregate, decipher between bullshit becomes the skill that you would need to get better at certain things. So, yeah, that's like a learning GTO for you. Right? So basically, if you get really good at finding what you believe to be really quality, great content, professional, high quality, this is what is cutting edge, best practice for what people are doing, and you work at that, then you're going to get a lot better at whatever it is that you do. And then just keep doing it. Right-hand side Landon with the ace-6. Get him, kid. $60,000 stack over there for Landon. 200, 400. 20,000 hand. Heads up, Nolan Hold'em challenge. Landon's got to win this challenge by $720,000. Landon must win by $720,000 because he is an idiot and he told Bill he would bet him where Bill could have to beat him by $720,000. That's why. That's what happened. Basically, a better player wants a worse player to play them. So what happens, right? Let's say I'm going to play you at heads up PLO, right? I'm going to beat all you guys. So, but I say, oh, I want to play you for $1 million, right? And you're like, oh, well, you need to give me 2 big blinds per 100. You need to give me 3 big blinds per 100. You need to say, I need to beat you by $100,000, 100 binds, whatever, right? That's called the negotiation process. Now I'm trying to get you to play me, and we're negotiating between what the terms are going to be. So let's say we play basketball, and I say I'm going to play with one leg. You know, and that's the only way maybe I can beat you is with one leg. I can't beat you with one leg, right? I mean, it's like that. But you go as crazy as you want. Right hand side, another pop for Landon. Let's go. You go as crazy as you want out there with the ideas. You bring them on back in, and that's how you can build out some ideas on that kind of stuff. Negotiating for terms, reframing things, thinking about ideas, thinking about what you could give, what you can get in negotiation. Alex Berger would like that Dyewood Zero Jet. He liked that Dyewood Zero Jet graphic. Yeah, the Dyewood Zero Jet flying on by. My man Jason McConnon, upswing coach, great heads up Nolan home player, said he'd be down to do some commentary with the stream one time. Shout out to my man Jason. Yeah, man, we got some of the best Nolan home players ready to come on here and talk some poker. So I'm kind of excited about that. Talk with some of these great players. I've also known a lot of these guys for a long time too, which is nice. I know Jason. I'm pretty sure Jason was like a, small stakes heads up player like that. Him and Dan were rolling the streets maybe. And, it's always great to see a lot of those guys that started watching your podcast 4, 5, 6 years ago. And, they become like great players. Like I met a lot of guys like that now, man, that play high stakes live, play high stakes online. I mean, that's fucking cool. Right hand side, another pot goes Landon's way. Landon moving and grooving right now up to that 66,000 stack. And if you're wondering why they fluctuate on the 3-bet sizes pre-flop, it's basically because it's supposed to just change up the potential optimal strategies, because a lot of the outputs that you get are going to depend on the inputs, meaning whatever information you put into a program, that's going to depend on what information you're going to get back from that program. So if let's say certain players will only study for a 2.5x pre-flop, right? So if I know how to play a 2.5x strategy, now you start raising 2.2x. Well, the decisions might be the same, but a lot of times, they aren't the same, right? So you just don't know. You can never know. So that's why you see these players choosing different sizes and different spots, and that's where one of the most fascinating parts of Hold'em and PLO is for me is, it's real hard to be able to implement a strategy where you have these like exotic sizes that are not normal, because it's just real hard to memorize all that, learn all that stuff like that. But the best players are able to do that, and they're able to devise strategies where, damn, I sound like a coach right now. I'm gonna stop it. Getting too fired up over here. I should launch my own fucking course. How to study poker 101. So Landon bets the flop on the left, gets called. Yeah, Moonlight Master, these two need to pick up the chips and throw them in the pot. Yeah, we have not seen many big pots here. No big pots so far. We do see Landon overbet the left-hand side, and Bill does call. That's how heads up goes sometimes, guys. We're about an hour into the match so far today. It's going to happen. You don't see some action, scroll through. If you see some big stacks go up and down, you saw a pot, go on back. Save yourself a little bit of time if you need to. Watching this back on replay. Optimal YouTube viewing strategy right there. Landon bets the river. Takes it down. So Landon overbet the turn. Bill folded quickly on the river. Bill could have had a hand like a straight draw. Scary lady making her first appearance. My ex-girlfriend telling me to stop my stream. Calm down, lady. So it does look like Landon extending that lead today up about $90,000. So Mr. Landon Tice putting in some work today, showing the haters out there that Bill Perkins is not going to beat him, but it's still going to be a long comeback for Landon to be up over $720,000. Right-hand side. 3-bet and a fold. Felipe Sarmadijic. He says, oh no, save me, Poppy. What's happening, brother? Nice to see you. What's going on? So no, the smoke's brewing, but I feel no fire. We can't really properly go to fire right now. Just no fire. Once again, guys, you know we're coming from the headquarters here. GTO headquarters, Las Vegas, Nevada. The city's back open up. The machine, the rocket's gonna come out here. Nothing going on. No. Oh my God, I'm so silly. Fuck. Out of line. I always wonder why people watch me stream, and now it makes sense. I'm just a crazy guy. I guess, yeah. Got planes rolling through the screen. It's like Mission Impossible in this bad boy. Dude, I'm gonna start making crypto videos like this. Talk about Bitcoin, just throw a bunch of explosions on there. Bitcoin's blowing up! Ah! You know, and like post them on my Twitter, like when something's happening. Whatever, just throwing ideas out there. Matt McLeod with the 5 donation. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for the commentary, Joe. I would love to see you have Nick Schulman in the booth one day taking vitamins every 200 likes. That'd be nice. And that would definitely be nice. My man Matt Jarvis in the chat. Mr. CEO Matt Jarvis of Cash Live Poker. My guy Matt Jarvis, been working with him now for almost 3 months. Time for a renegotiation, Poppy. And and yeah, man, I've been helping him. He's a founder of Cash Live, our sponsor down there in the left-hand corner, as you can see on the screen. You can download the app on the iPhone, coming to Android soon, and it's free to play. Mainly for your, it's not for, you know, hardcore players, more for recreationals, fun players, your mom, your daughter, your sister, your brother, your whoever, right? People that like poker, want a chance to win a little bit of real money. It's got a game show feel to it. We got a few hosts on there, and it's a lot of fun. I'm kind of getting them to add more rocket ships in the mix, though, right? Their production could use a few more rockets, use a few machine guns and shit like that. But, and it's a work in progress, you know, right? So, can you add in more rockets? Certainly come up in conversation. But yeah, I've been working with Matt and consultant for those guys, helping them out. And yeah, man, hit all-time users recently as well, too. Over 1,100 users, which, you know, not a lot to a lot of people out there, but to create a technology program out of thin air and get 1,100 people to play it is, you know, pretty cool at one time. So, but yeah, you get to win free money, so it's kind of cool. And, or it is pretty cool. And the end final table is kind of intense too. You know, it's the graphics fun. You're kind of like shaking and stuff like that. So, speaking as a winner, left-hand side Landon gonna bet the river. My man Shinto in the chat. What's up, Shinto? What's happening, big dog? Landon bets the 2 pair and gets it called. It's going to be a winning hand. So Landon in total control. In total control of today's session, up about $90,000. Bill Perkins has not been able to get anything going against the kid. The P-Dog says no matter how good Perkins is becomes, the bigger the sample size, the bigger Landon's advantage will be. I would agree. I would agree. I would imagine that as the match goes on, Landon's going to get better, Perkins will get better, and then you're sort of betting on the idea that Landon will far outpace Perkins. I could see that being the case, yeah. Plus them maybe learning each other's strategies, maybe Landon being better at identifying what Perkins' strategy might be. Obviously, these guys got coaches that are looking out for those things as well, too. So if you got a coach in the back who's watching you play, watching your opponents play, looking for weaknesses, you know, those people can certainly help you identify exploits. But then, of course, when you come back exploiting that, then the other side gets to see that and say, okay, well, now we saw that. Now we devise our own counter strategy. And, you know, that's how some of these heads-up matches work. You know, let's say someone's not bluffing enough on later streets. Well, you might devise a new strategy to handle your later streets. Right-hand side, another 3-bet there by Gas Trader. Does get called. 4-3 deuce. On the flop, Big Pot Energy starting to brew up here in the headquarters. Gas Trader going to go with that $6,000 bet. Going to have some overpairs. Aces, kings, queens. Going to be like a king 5, ace 5, flop straight. Landon's all in. The big pot energy brood. And Landon takes it down. Nice raise there by Landon Tice as he shoves the river, breaking in the door. We got a kid coming through. 22 years old, long flowing hair. Coming in here, stealing the money from Bill Perkins. Nice play there by Landon Tice. What could the kid had there? I don't know. Maybe pocket eights? I'm pretty sure I've seen pocket eights make that kind of crazy play. Yeah, maybe like an overpair pocket eights. I don't know. That's a real interesting play. I'd be very curious what my heads up pros out there think about that one. Rob Young in the chat says he'd want to play a challenge, but he'd want to only play 5,000 hands max. Well, listen, Rob, I know a guy that would play you, Poppy. Me versus you. All right? I'll happily play you 5,000 hands. I don't know. Rob's plays all the time, man, but he allegedly took a long break, so maybe he's a little weak right now. I'll happily play Rob, but he'll be trolling me the entire time. I don't know if I want to deal with that, because then I gotta troll him back, you know. It'll get intense. So here we go. Landon is moving and grooving right now. Up about $100,000. The chat wants to see me versus Rob Young. Mark L says Joey bashes on your PLO game all the time. Not true. Can't be that bad, man. The guy plays all the time. Right hand side. Landon with the big raise. He takes it down. James Owen says you versus Aussie Matt would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure me playing a bunch of people would be fun. If I play somebody in a heads up challenge, I want the other person to like make some content, like have fun with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna make it way different than how some of these challenges are. You know, it'll be fun. We'll be talking about it. We'll be getting people hyped up. You know, everyone's gonna be excited. There'll be a bunch of kind of stuff going on with it. So I don't know if I want to do a heads up challenge personally. I'd rather find two people who want to do one. So let's say Rob wants to play somebody. I'd rather do that than me be the one playing. Right hand side, another 3-bet. Ace, King, 5, 2 diamonds. Yeah, Rob said he wants to play deep stacked. Rob's a big deep stack player, man. And obviously when you're 800 big blinds deep, the game plays different than if you're 100 big blinds deep. Pot size bet, right hand side for Perkins. Landon's not going to be folding any aces here, but he does lay it down. Plus minus right now. Landon Tice currently up about 100,000 for this session. Left hand side. Perkins gets him one back with that straight ace 10 there for Bill. So Bill takes one back. So we got Landon up about $90,000 right now, guys. Total for the match after 3 days. Landon Tice up about $30,000. He needs to win by $720,000. My man Eden Rocks in the chat. One of my minister of entertainment. We got my minister of hype, Kevin. We got the minister of highlights, Moonlight Master. We also got the minister of entertainment, Mr. Eden Rocks up there. We got a few videos he made for the challenge. I'm gonna debut here very shortly. I'm excited about that. He made up a few real cool graphics that I think people are really gonna, you know, have a smile for, right? So it's always cool to kind of get a little bit new kind of content that you never seen before. So I basically told Eden, I said, Eden, just make some. He's always telling me some real crazy ideas, so I just told him to. I told him, make me something. Let me see what you got, buddy. You say you got something. Let me see what you know. Sometimes you meet these people and they're always telling you what they can do, and sometimes you go, let me see what you can do. And sometimes they do good, sometimes they do bad. You keep working with them, and I guess Rob kind of did that with me. It's funny. Right hand side, nothing brewing. A couple Singer Race pots. Landon takes one down on the left. Minister of Hype says, I think Landon could be about 150,000. I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I mean, maybe, but we can kind of check to see what someone else might have. I feel like a lot of poker players and people in general with their strategies think real inside the box with it, and they just look what everybody else is doing. And they never develop their own approach to, you know, with like content or stuff like that. So when I like this Eden guy is he got new ideas. Right hand side, raised by Perkins, taking it down. What is this song? Man, that one must be kicking in. Left hand side, Landon. And about the turn with that big bet, you guys know on those Queen Jack 7-5 boards, the big bet, Landon. It's like 100% big bet sometimes with all your range. Nick M says, LMAO, Joey putting up those 2021 stats is awesome. 2 for 2. Yeah, that's true. 2 for 2. Yeah, I played 2 live tournaments this year. I won 2 live tournaments this year. Don't ask me how. I won a heads-up Melbourne Hold'em tournament earlier this year, the game we're playing right now. I spent, I studied Hold'em for 3 months, so I got, you know, at least a lot better at thinking about how to think about the spots and how to choose your sizings on later streets and, you know, how to think more about randomizing pre-flop. And I actually think I got pretty good, but I was battling the solver every day and I was beating him, so... I mean, you know, obviously it ain't like another person, but it's a bot, but the guy's supposed to be playing optimally, so if you can handle this little bot, you tell me I can't handle my cousin Timmy, you know what I'm saying? Like, Timmy, what's up, guys? I mean, come on. You get to play the best player in the world now. I think that's pretty fun. Allegedly. The Dab and Salmon said, I hope to get a missile graphic before I have to go. You want a missile graphic, Poppy? I'll give you a missile graphic, okay? For you. So Landon right now about 100,000, couple single race pots. Ain't been doing a ton. Landon looks like you go for the smaller bet on the 3 club board on that left. Interesting. Don't think we saw that size on later streets. At all so far, right-hand side, Landon. Bets the turn, check, river. Perkins going to show down that slow plate, 6, so Perkins did not check raise with the 9-6. Gets to the showdown. Wins a pot back from Landon. Carrie Wolin said, Joey, play the clip with Landon, the cat, you, Doug, and the guy in the drums. Okay, I don't have that clip loaded up, but I will get that clip for the future, Carrie. That's very smart, and thank you very much for that idea. I'm working on my production, guys. Don't worry. If you guys stick with it, by like week 2 of this thing, man, it's going to be crazy. All right, because I'm going to try some new things. It'll be just fun. It'll look cool. It's going to have a nice flow. I'm going to bring back a lot of elements that are going to make it more engaging. And it's going to be a great broadcast. I'm excited to see what kind of stuff me and the community can come up with for ideas. Carrie said your win inspired me to study more. Thank you. Well, thank you, Carrie. Or you're welcome. Thank you for being interested in that. That's cool. Right-hand side, Landon's going to lead the river. 2,900. Gas Trader lays it down. So we ain't seen a ton here. Left-hand side, pot size bet there by the Mr. Trader. What happened here? Bet flop, gets called in the river. He doesn't have a flush, right? No. Jacks for Landon. Bang, bang. Landon owns him there with the jacks. I mean, that was a weird bet size on the river, potting it. You know, that seems like real questionable. I imagine he's doing that with like 5-4 bottom range kind of hands like that, and maybe a blocker to a heart, something like that. Maybe like a queen of hearts, queen 10, queen 9, something like that. Landon calls him with the jacks. You may be wondering why would he call him there. I mean, you're kind of scared of the flush there, and I think he maybe had the jack of hearts in his hand as well, too. As we first tune into the Daiwood Zero yacht right there, Bill Perkins playing from his yacht. Looks like this is from when he was watching the last challenge that we did. Me and Landon were in the studio there. Go away, SWAT. SWAT team breaking in the door. Whatever. Overbet by Perkins on the left. 6,99333. Be real nice to have a 3 here, wouldn't it? Landon calls. Chop it up. King 6 versus Queen 6. So Perkins tried to get him off that chop pot there. But Kid Landon did not fall for it. So he takes that one down. So Bill hanging in there. Doing a little better than a lot of people I think expected him to do. But he's still down a little bit of money. Will said, did you see Lynn is trying to bet on Perkins? I did see Lynn's trying to bet on Perkins. Shout out to Lynn. Lynn just started a poker vlog. I actually, I put up a tweet maybe like a year ago. And I said, I want to help 2 people start a podcast. I want to help 2 people start a podcast. Because basically I could help you grow your podcast. I can help you grow anything, right? But I can help you grow your podcast in poker because I know exactly what you can do to grow your podcast in poker, right? So I was looking for 2 people who I could have as like a podcast. Like I would help them out basically. And Lynn was one of the people that got in touch with me. And, I just thought her story was really fun. Like, she's very unique. She's very fun. She loves to gamble. She's, like, fucking degenerate. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she's perfect. And she finally decided to start a vlog. She was nervous about it for a long time. And she finally decided to start her vlog recently. And I'm sure she'll have a good time with it. She'll be real popular. Everyone loves her. And, yeah, I think it's going to do great. Left hand, right hand side, Perkins shows down the Queen 6. But yeah, Lynn's played on Live with the Bike. She's playing high stakes poker. She made a real terrible play on high stakes poker that people gave her shit for. And yeah, man, people get there. Yeah, they're gonna love her. She'll be real popular. Robin said, Joey, sort this out. Yeah, I agree. So basically, I gotta have the players next time do that. Maybe we get me, you, and Bill Perkins in a chat, Robin. You throw out some of your ideas to him, okay? About what we can do to improve the challenge here. If anything. Because I know Rob's a very innovative guy. Single race pots here going back and forth. Perkins and Landon. No big blood has been struck. Landon is still winning, Marnie. Landon Tice up right now, about $100,000. This will be one of his biggest winning sessions ever, I believe. Playing at these stakes is not normal for Landon. Right-hand side, 3-bet and a call. Checks it over to the Gas Trader. Gas Trader checks back. Turns in 9, so 3-bet pot. Lock in. Nothing probably brewing here. Bill's going to check again. Landon probably check back here at a pretty high frequency. As I say that, he'll probably bet. You can see Landon's going with that min bet on the turn, or on the flop rather. And right-hand side, Landon does bet, gets a fold pretty quickly. Like that speed Landon's playing with in some of these situations. I like to see that. Think over those thoughts. Don't rush into anything. Left-hand side, instant call pre-flop to the 3-bet. King 5-7, 2 diamonds. It's a good board for Landon. Going to have some of those pocket 7s, those top pairs, pocket kings, suited diamond hands. Bill Perkins. Going to go with a small bet, 31.68. We saw him doing that yesterday in multiple situations in 3-bet pots, 1 check 2 on these high card boards, ace high and king high boards. Is that true? Landon does check call. Landon going to have a hand like what? Ace king, maybe king queen, maybe some pocket queens, pocket jacks. Bill, 6 on the turn, 8-9, makes the straight. Bill checks back. River is the jack of spades. Landon, he's got pocket jacks. He now made trip jacks. If he's got a king, might think about value betting it. He's going to want to value bet some of his kings. He's going to have some missed diamonds that he's going to need to bluff on this river. What would he do? Maybe like an 8, something with an 8 in there. And he does go with a bet, 9,400. Now Gas Trader, we have checked back a king on that turn. Gonna have some kings. Should have some kings, but maybe not. Maybe he's gonna be betting most of his king 5, king 6 is 2 pair kings, king 8, king 9. Probably bet the turn as well too. So yeah, Bill might not have real many strong hands there on the river. It's all about balancing your range. You know, when you guys play this kind of game like that, you're trying to balance the range. You want to have some strong spots in all your situations. You want to have bluffs in all these situations, and you want to try to figure out how to do that. Everyone has their own ideas and strategies and way of thinking for those kind of things. Right-hand side, 15.7K in the pot.
My name is Tyler Devereaux. I'm inviting you to attend my brand new 2-hour live.
I like these. I should do a breakdown of YouTube advertisements and just troll these things because they're so funny and cringe. Right-hand side, Landon's going to bet 10,700. He says he's got a full house. Bill takes it down, or Bill folds again. So Landon is moving and grooving right now. I'd say Landon up about what? 110,000 right now. Minister of Hype says, what does Landon normally play? Landon normally plays 10-20, 25-50, 50-100. Yeah, he moved up stakes pretty quickly, and you know, it's been talked about for a while. He gets like staked for the games, so he's get a certain piece of himself, and yeah, his backers have enough confidence in him to play these higher stakes, and he does well at the higher stakes too. And yeah, man, I don't know, he's been grinding a lot, playing a lot, preparing for this challenge, and he likes to play the best players. He'll battle anybody. He wants to play the best players, right? You think, like, you know what I'm saying? So the kid's got a lot of heart. He's got the desire to be the best. He's got the ambition to be the best. Whether he has the skill or talent to be the best, you know, we got to find that out. Are we going to find that out here? At least we're going to see a little bit. But we still do need to see him against the real top players, and I think we're going to see that. So I'm excited about that. Landon takes that down on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, Perkins overbets that ace-high turn. RMX said hit the like button. Get Joey to 500. Thank you. Nice of you to lead that charge, Poppy. Just about an hour and a half into the match so far today. As Landon Tice kind of on fire right now, guys. The fire mode coming on here for Landon. So he's taking these pots down. So Bill Perkins can't be feeling too good about today's session. Hasn't really got anything going in these big pots. Haven't seen him 4-bet at all. And there's been a lot of 3-betting, but no 4-betting. And Perkins does call King 5-5 board, big pot energy. Big pot. Feels like it might be coming on the piano. Starts to hit here in the headquarters. So funny. Landon bets the flop. Gets it through. Shout out to everybody out there watching right now. If you're still tuned in, thank you for tuning in on this beautiful Saturday night. Grab a water, grab a drink, grab a glass of wine, grab your most attractive person you can find. Hold them close. Kiss them on the lips. And try to explain to them why you're watching two avatars play poker against each other with a guy drinking water out of a green cup. Perkins, big overbet on the right-hand side. Queen, 7-7. Last time we see Perkins do this, he showed down the bluff. But Landon does not want to call there for a potential chop. So Gas Trader. I mean, this is a pretty crazy challenge right here. $720,000 by Landon. You know, a lot of people out there. It's really hard to understand for some people how much that really matters and how much that is. But, you know, that's a lot of money to be able to give up to another player. So it's a very tall mountain to climb, and we're definitely going to see if Tice can do it. He's up 100,000 today, maybe a little over 100,000 at this point. So, you know, maybe he can get his way there, get about a seventh of the way there. Right-hand side, Landon leads the turn. Nothing brewing there. Rob said, "I'll do your job, Poppy." Which one? What do you want to do, Rob? What do you want to do, Poppy? You want to come do some commentary? Linus says, "Joey, would you ever consider getting more online high-stakes players on the podcast?" Linus and Make Boy Finn. Well, Make Boy Finn's been on my show. I love that guy. Shout out to my guy, Make Boy Finn. So I'd always love to have him back on. And Linus, yeah. I've talked to Linus Love a few times, one of the top online guys. And yeah, he's basically told me no a few times. But I think he said at some point we'll do it. So yeah, man, I'd love to talk with my boys, see how my young guys are doing out there, man, the young kids. Yeah, I've known those guys for a long time, man. Left-hand side. Straight is on the board. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Landon's going to overbet. And take it down. So we've seen a few overbets here on those chopped pots, this chopped board sort of thing. Darren White with the 5 donation. Hey, 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 puppy. We ain't been saying too much of that. So, Rob said, hey, Poppy, didn't dare ask you guys to switch seats for us Railbirds so we can get a better viewing experience for free. Can you sort, please? Evergreen Tree. Thanks, Rob. Right-hand side, Perkins takes out another pot. Thank you, Rob, for stepping up here. Allison changed. This is a smooth groove. Joey Tastic Saturday Night Chill vibe. That's true. Right-hand side, I guess the sum. Right-hand side, nothing brewing. 3-bet, take it down. Left-hand side, Perkins is going to go for the small bet. On the river, that little block bet. If you don't have that in your repertoire, make sure you get that in your repertoire. Do you guys play poker? What do you guys do? I don't know, man. Yeah. Are you guys players? You know? What do you guys do? Allison Chain says, wait, is Tom Dwan on the podcast next week for real? Yes. Tom Dwan. You know him? Tom Dwan, the legend of the game himself, is going to be on the show. I sat down with him for about an hour and a half in person and in another location here in GTO headquarters, Las Vegas. And yeah, man, it was fun. I mean, can you believe that? Me and Tom Dwan sitting down for a conversation. So it was a great time, man. I looked for me and Phil Ivey sat down. First time I ever did an introduction where I was a little nervous. So I was like, is this really happening? What's going on?
Reading is to your mind what exercise is to your body.
I was like, what's going on here, man?
Too much to read in too little time. You buy books and they sit on.
How did I get an in-person interview with Phil Ivey? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
But if somebody has decades of experience, they put into a book.
It was just a lot of fun, man. It was a great time, and it really inspired me to want to do more of those because all you gotta do is rent out a camera, right? Find a person to talk to and talk to them. So. But it just seems such a daunting task sometimes to people when you're like step outside your comfort zone. And Landon 7-8 3-bet in that pre-flop takes it down.
We live in a world of information overload and distraction and memory loss. And there's too much.
That's weird. Nothing brewing. NG Deep said, did you interview Tom in the Triads dungeon? No, I didn't, but I asked him about that. I go, were you like locked up? Were they keeping you there? You know, people thought you were keeping you there. Were they keeping you there? You know, I did ask him about that, yeah. Right-hand side, a check raise from Landon, 8,000. I think it's a check raise. And Bill calls, here we go, 17,000 in the pot. Cap begins to jam as Landon shows down Jack 7. Okay, so Landon turned the 2-pair. Check raise the flop. Did not value bet the river when the 10 come. Maybe a little scared. Interesting river on the river check. I mean, he does want to have some strong hands. He's checking on the river because if he only checks his weak hands, right, he's going to have to fold. So he does want to have some strong hands. Maybe he thinks a hand like Jack 7 would be a good hand to include in that. Makes some sense. I think a lot of players might instinctively decide to just bet that river. Hope to get called by some sort of ace that they don't think would bet itself. Maybe not thinking, okay, like, you know, my opponent doesn't have enough bluffs to call me with on the turn. So when they end up at the river, they just don't have enough bluffs in their range. So it's like, maybe I just bet my Jack 7. So right-hand side, 3-bet pot. Check, check. Marnie's in the chat, Landon's mom. She said, my boy's killing it. That's true. Landon is killing it right now. He's up about 100,000, maybe a little bit more. Check, check on the right-hand side. Right-hand side, check, 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 check. These guys love checking. Not as aggressive in some of these spots as we've seen other players be. Maybe Landon turned that aggression down a little bit. Maybe Bill Perkins just not getting the right hands. What is this? Oh, life border. Okay. Ooh, what is this? What do you guys think? Should I put the light border up? Oh, it won't show up over my camera, right? Forgot I had this in my repertoire. I'm like a kid rediscovering light. Hello. Uh-oh, big bet on the left-hand side. Takes it down. How's it look? Eh? I could go either way on this life order. So a bunch of 3-bets going on here, guys, but we ain't really seen too much action happen after that situation. Tyler Trade says, man, I asked you on Instagram for the job application. You never got to me. Sorry, Tyler. Kill on messages on Instagram. My bad, brother. Generation Gabe says, I sent a super chat. Guess it didn't go through. Generation Gabe, what did you send, Poppy? Tell me what you said, and I'll help you out, okay? So left-hand side, 3-bet pot. Big bet by Landon. Well, real interesting size there. Goes 8,900 on the $8,000 pot. Eh. Ben Craig says, has Perkins won a showdown this session? Yeah, I think so. He won, yeah, I mean, he hasn't shown that many strong hands. It's actually a really good point. He hasn't shown down many strong hands yet today. We ain't seen a 4-bet yet as well. We've seen so many 3-bets and no 4-bet. Just like that, we get a 4-bet alert. Lock in. Gets called quickly. Queen 8 deuce. Fight. Let's go. So 4-bet by Landon. Queen 8 deuce. Landon's going to have some dog in his range. Maybe like a king 6 suited. Also going to have a lot of strong hands. Aces, kings. Pocket queens. Pocket jacks. Ace, king of diamonds. Get min check raised. We saw this yesterday. Landon did this in a spot in a 3-bet pot. He had a set of 9s. The other guy had a flush draw. The big pot's brewing here, guys. Landon calls. King of diamonds on the turn. Flush gets there. Let's see if Landon has the flush this time. And Perkins has a set of 8s. King on the turn. Lock in. Big pot. 36,000 in there. Perkins is not going to go anywhere. Is this guy bluffing? I don't think so. Here we go. All in. Call all in. Calls. What? Pocket 10s. What? Pocket 10s. What the fuck? What's going on there? Pocket 10s. Maybe that makes sense, right? Maybe it makes sense, yeah? With the diamond draw, maybe the guy's got a set. Maybe he's just got a queen. Maybe he's got ace queen, getting those sort of odds against that hand. Man, I must be missing something. You guys gotta let me know. I must be missing something there. So what did he bet? He bet 24 into 36. So Landon's got to call 24 to win 80, right? Is that a good call? I mean, if say he puts his range, so it's king, queen, check, min check raises flop. What's he going to do that with on the flop? Maybe some nut flush draws, maybe some king, queen, some set of 8s. Yeah, it makes sense though. I mean, yeah. But it does seem a little bit loose. You know, maybe it's close. Maybe it's borderline. Maybe it's not too bad. Maybe it's better than good. Maybe it's, you know, it's not. It could be close. Caitlin Blount says misclick the only solution. I mean, we're going to ask. Obviously, it's not a misclick. You know, he did have that 10 of diamonds in his hand. Yeah, maybe a little bit loose there, but it does happen on occasion. I love how excited people get about a play. They're like, what is he doing? What is he thinking? They can't believe it. Right-hand side, 3-bet pot, check down to the river. Nothing brewing over there. So Perkins gets a little pop back there. Bill pulling it down now to about $60,000. So Landon currently even for the overall match. My bet is at even, luckily, but Landon's bet, he needs to win $720,000. Bill also said he had bets on himself to win outright. So Perkins put up a lot of money on here on the side. He has a big bet with Landon, and yeah. So Definitely a lot on the line for these two. A lot of legacy here for Landon. He's trying to make his name in this poker world. 22 years old. And, you know, he's trying to prove himself, right? How do you prove yourself in the poker world? You prove yourself in the poker world by winning at poker, right? I mean, that's what you do. You talk about poker, you win at poker. That's how you prove yourself in the poker world. So, left-hand side, Bill leads the river. Generation Gabe with the $4.99 donation. Shout out to Generation Gabe. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate the support. He says 100K is a lot to give to one player. Can you imagine how D-Negs felt giving Doug 1 million? Yeah, man, I know. Daniel Negreanu losing $1 million to Doug Polk. He's never gonna forget that. That is for sure. Can you imagine losing $1 million to your like arch nemesis? And I know they shook hands and became a little friends after, you know, and they, I don't know what they did. You know, they did this little song and dance after, right? But you know, maybe they are friends. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But can you imagine coming into Matt losing and you're like your arch nemesis, $1.2 million? I mean, fuck. That hurts the soul. Right hand side, chop it up. Nice value bet there by Landon. Got called by the ace-8. Keegan Westover says, thank you, Joey, for the video. Keep it super entertaining. Thank you very much, Keegan. I'm just getting warmed up, my friend. We're only the third one into this bad boy. You know, the first two I was a little rusty. I forgot how to talk. Forgot how to do YouTube. I was like, oh, what do you say here? I'm looking for my fire graphic. Like, where's the fire? Where's the fire? Left-hand side. Singer race pots all around. Left-hand side, Bill's got the 80,000 in his chip stack. Right-hand side, Landon's got the 100,000. Landon, not usually a 200, 400 player. Obviously, Bill Perkins has played a lot of 200, 400. This guy's a high stakes. This guy's been playing high stakes for a long time. A couple pots brewing here. 3-bet on the right-hand side by Bill. I feel a big pot brewing here. Jack 8, deuce, 2 hearts. Flush draws possible with both players. As Bill bets small, 2,300. He'll do that with some jacks, some overpairs, some bad hands, and some good hands. You got to figure out what those are. Landon does call. It's a big pot energy starting to brew. Lock in. Queen on the turn. So Queen 10, Queen 9, 9, 10 all improve their hand. And Bill Perkins is going to check. You might be scared with a hand like a jack. Maybe a hand like a king jack. Maybe an ace jack. Landon checks it back. River is the king. King jack improves to 2 pair. Ace king makes 1 pair. And Perkins checks. Looks like Perkins maybe has a hand like a jack 9, jack 10, ace jack. Now Landon, he bluffs here, or bets here. What is he going to bet with? Ay, don't do it, kid. Seems like Perkins at least has a jack plus. And Landon is going to bet 8,900. And now Perkins does lay it down. Nice hand there by Landon. Dissecting hands on the fly. Kind of like this game, Nolan Holden. This game's a fun game, man. Left-hand side, Bill with the value bet. That's 7-8. Ay. Nice value bet there by Bill. Gonna want to be value betting some of your hands like the 7-8. Poker's back in Vegas, guys. Live poker at the Venetian down there was rocking the other day at the Win. It's rocking. It's crazy right now. It's kind of fun, man. Feel energy coming back in the live poker world, and you know, it's good to see. Poker's went through a little lull this past 3 months. We were in a bear market, all right. At least maybe some parts of the community. I mean, live poker especially. But now we got guys traveling more, making more vlogs. And people were making more vlogs before, but I just think more people are playing tournaments and you know, getting real excited about kind of just being around the game a little bit. So, you know, that's kind of good to feel on my end. Left-hand side, 6,800 in the pot. 10 of spades on the river. See what Landon does here. He goes with the small bet, 2,200. Gets called instantly. Perkins, 10 or a queen. Queen jack makes sense. Top pair. 2 pair with the queen jack. First the 6. Or 6-6 board, rather. Just 2 pair. Right-hand side, check call. On the flop, turns a deuce. Is that a good card for Bill to keep betting on? I don't know. Darren White, $5 donation. Why is the game glitching? Where are the other 2 cards? 2 cards Oma isn't a thing. Thank you for the donation, my friend. And you're right. There is not 2 more cards here today. I agree. We're watching 2-card pot limit Omaha. This is not the great game. This is the Cadillac of poker. Big check raised by Landon. Maybe he knows that's a good card for him. That deuce. So here we go. King 3-4. Big check raised by Landon. Gets it through. Nice raise by the kid. Nice raise by the kid. Darren White, thank you once again for the donation, my friend. I appreciate the support.
My name's Tyler Devereaux. I'm inviting you to attend my brand new 2
My name's Tyler Devereaux.
I'm about to show you what...
So the match continues on. Landon Tice currently up about $60,000. Bill Perkins clawing back actually a little bit on that left-hand table as well, too. Even more. Trying to claw that lead down. Came into this day up $60,000. The gas trader, the businessman, the 50-some-year-old worldwide liaison, the die with 0. What else can we call this guy? I don't know. You guys got something for me or what? The die with 0 jet flying on by, coming on by, watching the match. Bill's got his family in there. They're tuned in, seeing what Bill's up to. Perkins flying on by, him and his private jet. How do you guys feel about a guy with private jet? You know, I don't know, man. Seems like a little excessive, doesn't it? The guy's got his own jet. I mean, come on. Just go anywhere he wants. What? Pilot, start up the jet. Must be nice, buddy. That's so funny, man. RMX says all the poker eggs need to learn investing. Take those winnings and make them work for you. That's exactly what I'm doing, Poppy. I am going to be an investing god at the end of the day. I'm going to be the highest stakes investor you can be. And play a lot of poker in the meantime, too. Right-hand side. Landon deciding what to do here. Going to go with the small bet. 2,100. Takes it down. Nice hand. The Minister of Hype. We got my Minister out there. What's up, Minister? We got N2 Deep LA, the Minister of Out of Line. That's my guy. You want to get out of line? We'll send you to the Minister. When we do our first Vegas experience thing. I think I got to give away this Vegas experience. Before coronavirus, I did a giveaway on Twitter where somebody won an experience. You come to Vegas, you can party with me and my friends. Like, hang out. We'll take you around. I know everybody here, right? We'll have a good time. And then coronavirus hit, so I got to get that guy out here because we had something real fun planned for that. But yeah, I want to do something, giveaway. You know, come out here, come party, come hang out, man. Have a good time. I'll take you around. I'll take you all the poker rooms. I'll show you all, meet you all the people. Whoever you want to meet, I'll introduce you. Take you to dinner. Take you to get out of line. It'll be a good time. A little hiking in the morning. Left-hand side, 3-bet pot, 10-7-4. Checks over to Bill. Bill goes quickly. We've seen him do that multiple times now. Let's see if we can pay attention to maybe what he's thinking there. That $3,100 size into the $8,000 pot. Check raise. Real small there by Landon. Bill calls. We got some big broing. Lock in. 24,000 in the pot. The min check raise by the kid on the flop. What's he got? Maybe pocket sevens. Maybe 8-9. I don't know. All in. Landon shoves. Bill doesn't snap call. Big pot energy's brewing on the screen. And Bill lays it down. Nice bet there for Landon. Landon takes down the $24,000 pot. Goes his way, big pot. Nice hand there by Landon. Very weird hand. I don't really know what was going on there. He check min raised the flop in the 3-bet pot after 3-betting pre-flop. And then, I mean, I guess he could have had overpair, right? Maybe, you know, jacks, aces, kings, queens. I don't know. Do they do that? That seems like a real interesting play. And, yeah, I don't know. That's a weird play. Weird play, good play. We don't know. But we find out later. Hitting about 2 hours in the match today, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Looks like, I mean, listen, to see that, you know, the first couple matches in these, we had, you know, we had like 1,400, 1,500 people watching these live, and now to see we still got 1,300 people watching on a Saturday night, 6 p.m. Vegas time. That's awesome. Glad you guys are enjoying, and I'm glad you guys are interested in seeing what the hell's going on here. Left-hand side, Landon. Queen deuce. Nice hand for Landon. Caitlin Blount says, would you honestly recommend people to play on this site? I feel guilty promoting ACR. If your goal is to win money, then I do not recommend you playing ACR. No, man. I mean, you know, yeah, if your goal is to just play poker and not care about winning or losing, then it's a fine site, right? Like, if you do care about winning and you want to maybe have a good chance at winning, right, would you choose another site? Well, then that's a matter of like, well, what are you playing for? You know, okay, are you playing to make money? So are you playing for big prize pools? Because they got the biggest prize pools. Now you say, okay, well, what am I willing to sacrifice for those big prize pools? You know, so if you're thinking about your decisions from like a different level, right? You start thinking about that. So what I recommend people play online poker in general, you know, maybe not like if your goal is to win money, but if you have fun, then yeah. But if your goal is to win money, most times you aren't going to win money anyway. So that would be how I would think about that. So it looks like they broke that table. I got to get one more link. Let me hit up Phil Nagy's Twitter account here, see if I can get a link from my man. Can you send me one more, please? Hello, give me a link, please. Yeah, we're doing a little relay system for this challenge. Hopefully we can get a little smoother process in the future for getting some of these. Just pull up that other table where it goes boom, boom, right into the action, you know? Tim F says, can we get the Doug Polk dance GIF to the music? It works perfect.
I can't tell you how many fucking draws I've missed. This is insane. Like, I don't even fucking believe I really do not believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe it. I just can't believe. Like, it is like luck. I mean, it literally has me speechless. Like, how many big spots where I have like a fucking flush draw with all this extra shit or whatever, and end up literally with my fucking sausage in my hand. My fucking beefy sausage just sitting in my hand, and that's all I got. It's just a fucking dick in my hands by the river, and fucker's got some, you know, queen nine off, just holds like it's fucking, he runs so fucking good in this match, he had no fucking clue. No fucking clue how good. No fucking clue. Thinks it's normal. This is insane. I've played poker a long fucking time to be able to tell the difference between like fucking sun running these spots or just fucking, woo, holy shit, man. I had to quit after that one. I was going to play a little longer. If we play the real fucking cards, I'll play them till the fucking moon guts. I'm not suggesting that the fucking software's rigged, but man, it feels like it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't feel real. And I've been playing poker for fucking, what am I, 46? I've been playing poker 27, 28 years. This doesn't feel possible. I know it is possible, and I know fucking variance is a thing, but it doesn't feel possible. It just doesn't feel fucking possible. It doesn't feel fucking right. Something doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying?
So that was Dan Negreanu grunting and ranting from our last live stream we did, the Dan Negreanu versus Doug Polk Epic Heads Up Challenge. And yeah, Dan Negreanu, that was one of his post-match meltdowns, as Bill Perkins currently sitting out right now. We got Landon Tice up about $60,000. And it does look like the boys might be done for the day at this 2-hour mark. We're going to wait and see. And we're going to pull it over to, you know, ACR did or Sulfur Y did yeah, Sulfur Y did one of those streams afterwards, I believe, with the players. So it looks like we're going to be 2 hours. We're just getting warmed up, bro. These sessions are way too short. 2 hours. I was just getting in the flow. The other Edel is about to kick in now. Who am I going to hang out with? Oh, my God. Fuck, what am I going to do? All right, let's see if we can watch this guy. So Landon Tice pulls back within today's match. Gets it up about $60,000. That's right. And yeah, man, Landon, Bill, battled back out today. It was a fun match. It was a great match. And Landon certainly held his own here as he backed up the truck, pulled it back to even. Still got a long way to go. Still got to win $720,000, which, you know, that's a lot of deficit to make it up. So we're going to be able to see if he can do that. Let's see if we can pull up our friends over at Sulfur Y. Shout out to our friends over there. See if we can Get a little post-match interview going on here. I'm not sure if we're going to see that or not. Otherwise, I'll keep talking to you. But yeah, guys, what'd you guys think of today's match? What'd you guys think of the hands that we saw? I thought Landon played well. Didn't show any of those big bluffs that he showed down the last hand. So obviously you look at that and you say, okay, well, you know. So I don't know if they're going to do any interview over there or not. I don't know what's going on. We're going to see and find out, my friends. But yeah, guys, I don't know what you guys got planned for tonight, but I don't know what I got planned for tonight, actually. Might go hang out with a friend. Might go hang out with not a friend. And Carrie said head down to the Dustin Lynch pool situation. What's that mean? With your cowboy hat on, are you inviting me to the pool? Did I just get invited to go to a pool? I'm in for the pool. Where are we going? So yeah, waiting to see if we're going to interview right now. And yeah, guys, thanks everybody for watching. That was a lot of fun, man. We had a bunch of people tuned in. Very excited about that. Very happy to see people wanting to see some poker. See me stream something. And that's great, man. I think we are getting an interview, though. Let me see. They're setting it up. Do an interview? Yeah, I should probably get these guys on and do an interview with them next time, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'll get them on here and do an interview with it. And yeah. Descent COD says, love these streams. Thank you, Descent. Much love. Carrie says it's a party, a country concert. Okay. Maybe I'll go there. Good idea. Eric Peterson. Shout out to Eric Peterson. Who else we got out there? Grit Poker, Josh Ruiz, Jim Dugan. Yeah, I think it's over for today, guys. So we're going to see here Prem KJ. Shout out to Prem KJ. Shout out to you guys out there. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Melissa, thank you so much for joining us. Seriously, it was awesome.
Just watching these guys see what they're doing, really.
Melissa does not only she,
Looks like they got Melissa on there, and who is this guy? I don't know who this guy is. Is that Andre? Should I show these guys and then they're really gonna get upset at me? I don't think so. They're my guys. Don't show my stream. We only got 200 people watching it. Don't show it to people. You know, it's like a few hundred of us watching here. We're 1,200 people in the depths of the world watching this together. Well, I guess people watch it back later on too. So. Kevin McCormick, thanks for the stream. Poppy, much love, respect. Thank you, my friend Kevin. Alex Berger, thanks for the coverage. Thank you, Alex. Carrie says, thank you for talking to me, Joey. You are the best. Love from SoCal. Shout out to Carrie. Much love, Carrie. Appreciate you. Miriam M. Thank you, Miriam. Mr. One. Josh Heinzel. Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So, yeah, man, thank you guys out there for tuning in. And we aren't going to get an interview. I'm going to get these guys on something, though, man. And we'll start doing more stuff. I'm going to keep working on the show and keep improving the show. I'm getting inspired to work on my YouTube content again. And I got some really great ideas for what I think I could do to a show and make and stuff like that. Make some fun ideas. So we got our Phil Ivey and Landon and Tom Dwan podcast coming next week. Those are going to be absolute bangers, and it's going to get people really excited. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, I don't know if the stream might stream something. I just don't know what. You know, maybe I play poker or something like that. But I never really play poker on my stream, so only like 5 or 6 times. So, but yeah, that's it. Benopoulos, Mark Trinder, Josh Scott, Joe Cole. What's up, boys? Van C, Hector Menace. What's up, Poppy? What's up? What's up? What's up? Daniel Litchfield, take care, Joey Legend. Much love, buddy. Thank you. Will, appreciate you, Peter. Oh, you guys are great, man. I guess that's going to be it. And Mark L, can we get you to interview a Vegas escort? That'd actually be fun. I got a lot of questions. I don't know if it's the kind of content I want to do, but yeah. Derek Turov, appreciate you, man. Husky Mudkips, great stream today. Was good company while getting shit done. My man, Quentin. Cameron, Minister of Hype. Sup, guys? Emma Forbeck, Yanni wants his money. No Yarny today. And this is what we got. Take care, guys. Nasty Nate, Moonlight, Poker Bra, MJF, Russo, Jason Who, Broke Ass 47 Cent, Jason's Who Sup. Okay. Gordays. I miss these graphics, man. Where are we at with the match? It's about even, I believe, or Landon's going to be up. And, all right, guys, that's it. Much love. Take care. See you soon. Be good. And I'll post some stuff on Instagram. Maybe what I do tonight. Not sure. And if you guys are crazy people who like that stuff. Rudo Gluon. Hi, Joey. What's up? Is it over? It's over tonight. That's it. It's over. Laurinaitis, Jakudis. It's over for today. We come back tomorrow and we play again. I believe not. Actually, there might be tomorrow. We're going to find out. Pat O'Connell, be safe out there, Poppy. Thank you, Pat. Appreciate y'all. They murdered O'Shea's. They did Poppy. All right, guys. Later. Be good.